Yeah, it still feels kind of surreal right now. If you would have said we were going to be here at the beginning of the year, I would have been like, well, we got a long ways to go. I knew this group was capable of it, but just we had our doubts early, that's for sure. But just I got to walk to like a coffee shop over these last 3 days in the morning. Just kind of being prayerful about what God had in store for this team. And at the beginning of the year, we actually worked through a leadership training in the book of Joshua. And today we just talked about the remembrance that took place in that, and remembering what God has done, even no matter where we get to, always looking back at what he did in our life. And getting to go at it today, going down 2-0 in the first inning. I felt so much peace knowing that, hey, we're still going to win this game. There was no pressure. There was a lot of conflict actually today between decisions and things, and bad bunts and bad base running, coaches and players, everybody. It wasn't just one person, but I think that shows the unity. Unity doesn't mean that everything's always perfect, but it does mean that you have a ability to respect each other and work through conflict. And I think that's just a sign of the love that we have for each other and God working through these guys. And man, just to do it with this group is just so special. One of the reasons Dustin's in the room, he's kind of the guy that just may not always show up on a stat sheet, but if he's not out there, we're not winning these games. Just the heartbeat of this team. We talked about a couple weeks ago, looking at everybody's watching you, and they feed off of you, and he does a great job of that, whether he's succeeding at the plate or not. And obviously, Isaiah is probably one of the best hitters in the country when he's locked in, and came up with another huge swing today. And I'm just grateful for another week, and yeah.
Right. I think, especially from a catcher's perspective, and with this pitching staff that I get to catch, it's so easy to fight for these guys. These guys show up every day with a winner's mentality, guys that want to serve. I think all those pitchers are servant leaders. And so for me, just getting to serve those guys is the biggest blessing. And I know Coach Phill talks about it all the time, how positive influence can increase someone by 15%, negative can decrease someone by 30%. And being able to just show energy to those pitchers just means the world, not only to them, but to me. Being able to go out there with fire, right, to pump them up, and to be able to compete with them is just the biggest blessing. It's just a special group of guys, seriously. Guys that I want to fight for, guys that mean so much to me. So it's so easy to give my all for these guys for 9 innings every single day because I know how much they mean to me.
I just getting up to the plate. Obviously, he walked 2 guys before. I think it was an error or something, and he was being a little wild. Just coming for the second time. I think my first at bat, I just missed a fastball, and he's kind of missing away. So after they had a mound meeting. After the mound meeting, I'm like, well, I'm going to attack this first fastball, just because usually after a mound meeting they throw a strike. So usually guys would want to take, or we'd want to see a pitch, but I kind of had a plan up there, and I kind of executed it, and I just want to get the job done for our guys. So, yeah.
Yeah, the crazy part is that's the crowd that we have every game. There's parents. I sometimes ask what they do for a living because they're at every game, they don't miss. And again, I like what we're building and what we have built over the 4 years. Man, when I came in in late fall of Dustin and their senior classes freshman year. They thought they were coming to play for a different coach, and ended up the coach left as they came to campus, and next thing you know, this guy named Phil's coming in and being their coach, and they just like they've built this. This is their program, not mine, and they've just seen that, and to be able to I don't know, just do this with these guys, like it's part of like the recruiting process. The families are just as much of the recruiting process as the players are. Usually, if you have great families, you have great people, and this family has just been so supportive. The Williams family. Honestly, I was texting her last night at like 11 o'clock trying to figure out food options and different things, and just I can focus on these guys because of what these families sacrifice for us, and are just so selfless. And again, I think it's just there's a bigger purpose, a bigger thing that we're rallying around, and pointing people closer to the Lord, and these families do that tremendously. I tell these guys all the time that they're so lucky to have this group and are spoiled. They really are spoiled, and that's a positive thing for these guys because they have families that love them so much. I wish this isn't a uncommon occurrence for these families to show out like this. Open hands, just surrendering it. We did that again today, and we know that there's a guy that's going before us. Whether we win or lose, this isn't just about winning, and that we have the freedom to go out there and just play. There's no pressure. I know we're not supposed to bet on anything in the NCAA, but we're playing with house money pretty much, and to have that mentality, because there's bigger things than just winning a baseball game for us. Is where we get to go. We played Salisbury early in the year. Last year we lost in the 12th inning against them at a really good ball game at their place. So another place that we've been, and it's just another place that our guys are somewhat comfortable with. And to go out there knowing that we're capable of beating any team in the country when we're at our best. Even Salisbury came to our place, they beat us I think 6-7-1. Gave up a four spot in the first inning, and then held them to two runs the rest of the game. And our offense wasn't where it is now. There's anybody in our lineup, I just at any moment could just drive the ball out of the yard or come up with a big hit, and that's just a testament to their just trust in each other. I didn't give Dustin a sack bunt earlier, and he did it on his own because he was giving himself up for the next guy. He's like, I got the hottest hitter on our team behind me. Why would I not move him over in scoring position? So it's just really cool to see their selflessness through that. Not many players will bunt without being asked, and he did that. So. Thank you.